Hey everybody, there is brand new news for Doctor Who, and I really want to discuss it. Before we get started, I have to say, there's kind of spoilers for Doctor Who in this video, because if you haven't caught up with the show, the latest New Year's Day special, then I'm going to talk about how certain things went down. So if you have not seen the episode yet, then don't watch this video, and if you have, then let's keep discussing. So yeah, we're getting a brand new companion. The BBC released this video, and we found out that his name is Dan. Now, there's so much to go over here. First of all, I really didn't want to see even Graham or Ryan leave the TARDIS, because I thought it would be really cool to just have 3 straight seasons of the same Doctor and companions together. That's something that I think would be really cool, is to have an era where you don't really change companions at all, and it's the same people throughout all of it. Now, that's just a personal one. It's not something that I think they need to do, but I would have loved to see that, so I thought it was a bit of a shame when I heard that those characters were going to leave in Revolution of the Daleks. But then I got excited about the prospect of what is to come throughout Series 13, because that would leave Yaz and the Doctor, which I think would be really cool for a couple of reasons. Because, first of all, we would have a TARDIS duo again for the first time in years, since Bill, I think. Well, I guess actually there was 3 people in the TARDIS, so it would be for the first time since Clara. So I would have liked to see that, and also I would like to see how the dynamic between these 2 characters works with just a series of them, because throughout Series 11 and 12, Ryan and Graham splitting up or having scenes together made a lot of sense because those characters had a connection, or even scenes with Ryan and Yaz. But what we didn't get enough of, I feel, is scenes with Yaz and other characters, especially the Doctor. Because if you think about it, putting Ryan and Graham together should mean that you'd be able to put the Doctor and Yaz together more often, because, well, if they're split up and they're having a scene together, then to further develop your characters as much as possible, you would probably want to have some scenes with Yaz and the Doctor, but that's not something we get a lot of throughout all of Series 11 and 12, which I thought was a bit of a shame. But I really looked forward to seeing Series 13 because I assumed they would not add another companion and it would just be those 2, so we would get to develop them both even more and have just a lot more from those characters if it's just them and there's nobody else to focus on. So that seemed like a good idea from those characters' perspectives, but then they just released this video and it turns out, nope, there is going to be a new companion, which is kind of the last thing I wanted, to be honest. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm sure John Bishop is a fine person. I wouldn't judge his character because I don't know him. It's not about the actor at all, but I think it's a shame that you had this opportunity to give us this TARDIS duo and really develop them more, and instead we're getting another companion thrown into the mix. Now, I don't know whose decision this was. I assume it was Chibnall's, unless for some reason the BBC said, hey, you need 3 companions, which seems unlikely, doesn't it? So if this is what Chibnall thinks is best for the show, then go ahead and do it. That's fine. And I hope it's good, and I hope he's a good companion, and I probably will like him, we'll see. But I would have loved to see Series 13 with just Yaz and the Doctor. I think that would have been so cool. And with this new guy coming along, I can't help but think about what we're going to be missing out on, because there was an opportunity there to just focus on a couple of characters and really do a lot with them. Do as much as you can throughout the next 8 episodes in Series 13, but because you're throwing another person into the mix, you have to start from scratch on this character, on this companion, and develop him and help us to understand who he is and all of these things, and I think that will take away focus from Yaz and the Doctor. Now, I think they did a lot more with Jodie's Doctor in Series 12 than Series 11, which I appreciated, but Yaz got very little in both of those series, though she did have some stuff in the back half of Series 12, so I was really looking forward to seeing what we're going to get from her in Series 13, and I'm sure we'll still get some good stuff. I really hope so, but I can't help but get a little nervous about the fact that they're throwing another person in, because, I mean, it's going to really change things up, and I don't know if it's going to be for the better. Again, we'll have to wait and see, but on a personal level, I really don't like the idea of Jodie with a new companion. I know this is like a weird personal thing, but I just like the idea of her with the fam, because those are the people that she started with. There were 3 of them, and I thought that she would see the era out, or I was at least hoping, with her main companions, or at least some of them, and here it turns out we're getting a new person. And I know that's something the show has done before. It's not like this is new ground or anything, and I'm certainly not going to judge the character before he actually shows up, but I am a little bit nervous about what we're going to be getting, and I kind of wish that John Bishop joining the cast was not the case, to be honest. And yeah, that's all I have to say for today. If you have any thoughts about this new companion, or the fact that they, decided to include another companion, whatever you have to say, be sure to leave it down below. And with all that said, I hope to see you around soon for more videos, lots of Doctor Who stuff coming out now. And if not, that is absolutely fine, so long as you know that I appreciate your time here today. And with that said, thank you very much for watching, take care, and have a lovely week.